And we are back. It is time for our Act 3. We have the final boss of the Awakened one. Can be a good time. Now, do we just want to
highlight some things on the map?
Yeah, I was hovering over them myself as well. Do we just want to see how many of these we can find?
I think this is courier-based strats. We do have to get our keys still. Both of us are missing a blue and a red. So, you know, fires are important, and getting in a chest that has contents, those things are important to us. I am very happy to look at extra couriers. Very happy.
So maximum I see currently 2 couriers on each line.
Yep, that looks right. And that would mean one of us hitting this right side and one of us hitting this left side. Which seems pretty good. How are you feeling about Act 3 Elites?
It's a good question. How do I feel about Nemesis? Really depends on my draw order. Nemesis is probably the worst of them for me. How do I feel against the giant head? How do I feel against Reptomancer? Reptomancer feels a little weird as well, right? It's just the blood for bloods are really going to be a big part of my ability to take out daggers consistently.
For you. Yeah. The disarms are good in Repto and in Nemesis. And because it's Ascension 1, you're only getting 1 dagger, which makes it look a little better. But Burn's second cycle could be rough for you.
Yeah, exactly. It feels like Nemesis is
your deck
probably
wants a
the
well-laid
worst.
plans. I wish I had a second one that I could send to you.
Oh, if only you'd been offered one. But what I could really get is a second wind. Second wind would make me much more confident in the Nemesis fight.
Ooh, music to my ears too, because you know how good I feel about that card. I mean, I'm pretty happy to take a second wind on literally every Ironclad run. It's so rare for me to have a deck to where I'm like, no, I really don't want this.
And you know how I am loath to take it, so I'm glad to have a position where I can.
Yep. So, I think that I'm quite good at elites. At least elites not named Giant Head, which is a little funny, because I'm not actually that good at taking advantage of slow, and I'm really just using Grand Finales. Now, Giant Head doesn't do anything to my deck, and pretty quickly here I'm going to be able to play Grand Finale every 1.5 turns. And when I say play Grand Finale, I mean 2 to 4. And so at that point, I think that I destroy Giant Head. This also means that I'm decent at managing Reptomancer. This does mean that burns from Nemesis are a little scary, but because of well-laid plans, I can time it decently well, and I have Ghost in a Jar. I think I'm okay at Act 3 Elites, and with 1 or 2 removals, I think I'm in a better position than you for Act 3 Elites. So it would be okay for me to take a path with some of those elites that you might need to dodge, which leads us to which side of the couriers has the more elites. And I think it might be the right side with this 3 elite path. Right?
Yeah, definitely looks like that to me. Onto your point though about
and then
about
and that's
which of us would be prioritizing the merchants are great basically across the line. Back to your point about how we prioritize which of us is going to be taking the elites as well. I think another consideration is, am I really going to benefit that much from relics at this point? Save energy relics, which sure, would love them.
I think you could benefit immensely from relics, but maybe the more even refined question is, do you need more relics to beat the heart?
Okay, so no. I think the answer is no for me pretty conclusively. I still do like the metric of the relics helping, and I think the reason is because relics help everyone, right? There's a base level, relics help everyone. But the relics that help me right now are extremely specific, like beyond the normal amount of help, right?
Card draw, energy.
Card draw, energy.
Dead branch.
Dead branch.
Toxic egg.
Always dead branch. Toxic
Anything
egg?
that produces block. Because you could still pick up 1 or 2. You don't care? You could still pick up another Entrench. You could still pick up a Shrug It Off Plus. Like, you're happy to pick up upgraded skills for this deck, I think.
Maybe, but that feels minimal when my other comparisons are things like honestly, the Packed Lunch. What's it called? It used to look like a battleship.
Ancient Tea Set.
Ancient tea set. There we go. Yes.
Ancient tea set looking pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be really good. Obviously, mummified hand.
There's some crazy rare relics for you for the heart fight, right? Because self-forming clay is like, if you were unsure about whether you could win, you're winning. Tori, very similar. Incense burner, the standard fare.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on my assessment because I was thinking that
relics
your
are
deck,
strong for you.
Yeah, I was thinking that your deck would have benefit more from most of the relics, but
I think both of us derive a lot of benefit from relics, and it's just a question of whether you need them and whether there's risk. And that's what I think we've identified for you is you do have some risk for Nemesis and Repto. If you can burn down that risk somehow, if you can find some way to make those less risky, and it might be potions, then you're free to take as many as you want. You won't regret it. And then you could take 3 on this left side, right? Like, there's this path. I'm going to just draw the whole thing, and then I'll erase it. Yep. Yeah, you see it.
Yep.
Bingo.
There's not just that, but there's also the ability at this point to cut out into your path using these. Because you'll be taking this one, right?
I think so. My proposed plan is this elite, this elite, this elite as my path, with the courier in the middle and a merchant and a courier at the end, right?
So I would drop 1 rest's worth of value, but I get a free relic here. So basically, if I feel strong or weak by this point, I can make the decision to go left or right.
I like this. Okay, one last question. How many events should I take?
Let's have a look at your relic set at the moment.
I do like the fight events. I like fighting a boss right now, and I like fighting double orb walkers right now, even with the burns. Although they put a burn on top in Ascension 1, they do still, right? It's a split burn. 1 in the draw, 1 in the discard.
1 in the draw, yeah, not on top though.
Not on top, but
well,
in the
possibly
draw.
On top, I guess, but
right,
not necessarily. Yeah, how many of the other events help you? Like the normal shrines, obviously always do the single upgrade, single removal.
I can get 5 grand finales. That's important. That's clear.
Dupe it.
I like
I think the question ultimately is how much do normal fight rewards help you?
Yeah. And what I want to see is more draw. The thing is the cards that I really want are upgraded. I guess that the chance of upgrades right now is pretty high, right? Like what isn't it at Ascension 1 it's 50% now? It goes down to 12.5, 25.
I'm not going to be able to give you direct numbers on that. I know the feeling.
So I think the way that this works is that the start is Act 1 is 0% chance, then 25, 50. And then when you go to the Ascension, that changes the chance of upgraded drops. It cuts them in half. So it goes down to 1 in 8, 1 in 4, instead of 1 in 4, 1 in 2. Right. So you see a lot of upgrades actually in this act. It might be pretty compelling. Basically, I'm trying to decide if I take 3 events right here. 3 events is fast. I'll take 3 events. Events are fun. Let's do it.
It's just I'm thinking about the individual events on this floor, and like winding halls sucks. This is not good.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it'll give me the chance to drop footwork, which is maybe fine. I don't need to block. I just need a grand finale.
Oh, sorry. No, winding halls would give you the ability to drop that. The falling.
Oh, that's staircase. That's falling. Yeah, you're talking about. Winding halls does suck. Yeah, but it's just damage.
But falling won't have the ability to show you well-laid plans. It's in a bottle.
Yes, because it's bottled. Right.
Okay, that makes it a little less scary. Yeah.
I want to take 3 events. I feel like living a little bit. What if it's a removal event? You know, what if it's a shop event? That's a 50 gold removal. I'm addicted to removing cards now. I think I get it.
I'm so glad. I've been waiting so many years.
I know. For you to finally understand, Teak, what it's like to just cut cards.
But what if the deck had no cards, Teak? Wouldn't that be more consistent? You always know what you're going to draw. Nothing.
You might just like it. Nothing.
Let me see. Nothing plus nothing. Carry the nothing.
Nothing. So we really can just pass empty cage back and forth. If we can get a med kit, then I can just play grand finales. Wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice? Roll the dice. Yes, baby.
Ooh.
Turn 2, grand finally. I almost messed it
Hell
up though
yeah.
because I almost draw chirked. 1, 2, 12.
Give 'em-
Finally.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that's one of the rough ones.
No, I can't do that. But I can't do that. That's funny, man.
I'd do anything for speed, but I won't do that.
But I won't do that. I just won't. This Flechette continues to really impress me.
Oh my
You're
god.
over there just killing things.
Yeah, just laying him out. Who needs anything to live?
Murderer. Murderer.
You stop telling people I'm a murderer or I'll murder you.
Wait a minute. Wait 1 minute. I'm volunteering to take some damage here, but by the power of sustain relics, I'm feeling... So one of the downsides of having 4 grand finales in your deck is that sometimes you draw a hand that's only grand finales. And if you didn't play well-laid plans on turn 1 boldly, it's bad for you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to do that.
Even with that much redundancy.
Yes. Even with...
Gimme beam fire just for fun.
Ooh. I hope you get it. Oh my gosh.
I did indeed. Am I still a Rupture gamer, or is that nothing to me now? Is Disarm even anything to me anymore?
Is anyone anything to you?
It's a good
You
question.
exist in your own plane of existence at this point, I think. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't think
don't
it
know.
is.
I don't think you need it, right? You are only become block now?
Teak.
Yo. Are you gonna upgrade all?
I kind of feel like it, but at the same rate, I am taking damage. My brutality will be innate, right? I will be taking that damage. My Jax, obviously. Anytime I
So-
whiff on a turn.
Upgrade all is strong. It will massively decrease your margin for error.
Mm-hmm.
It's not necessarily wrong, but sometimes here I like to ask, do I need to do it to win? Because if not, I might want to save myself the ridiculous amount of mental bandwidth. I love the event. People super undervalue Mind Bloom, but man, it's going to make your run tight.
I think it actually, I don't think it increases the need for me to play like specifically or like accurately or anything like that. I think it just will kill us. And I think the big reason is barricades in my opening hand guaranteed. Brutality and after image would also go into my opening hand guaranteed. My opening hand then is 6 block from my Orichalcum at the end of the turn. If anyone's attacking on the first turn, that's just hard again.
Yeah.
It's like a reduction of my max HP every time I get hit on turn 1.
Without bag of prep. That's a really good point. I didn't even think about that. Are you going to try to become rich?
I'm thinking, can I be rich here? It's just, I want to get to this shop, but I would have to avoid a rest to get there. And then what? I'm avoiding a shop later on over on this path? I don't know about that.
With infinite gold, are shops better than elites? Yes.
Well, yes, but it's like, instead of thinking about the value of a shop in a vacuum, it's comparatively, right? Like this still has value, right?
Yes, yeah, for sure. It's kind of a straw man, but I just wanted to throw it out there because I do think gold is strong here. But I think we're both just about to fight a boss. Because we're both doing it. Oh, and we're both fighting the same boss. I guess that's part of the seed too. So notably, I took an Expertise Plus, which I think is one of the coolest pieces of tech when you're trying to line up draws.
It's variable draw inside of itself. It's so good. Love just disarming the heck out of a Guardian.
Yeah, it's nice when your enemy's not permitted to move. I can agree with that. Scared. Discard 2. 3 cards. Expertise. 2. Drop 5. Oh my.
A casual 164 block.
That's gonna be good enough, dog. I think you made it. I think you're there. 12. Dude, yes. Dude. I can't believe you got another entrench. Your deck is becoming haha deck go burr pretty quickly. And I'm getting kind of envious because even though I'm living literally my best life over here in Acrobatics Grand Finale Town, you gotta like do a lot of small numbers math with this deck. A lot. Really a lot.
Yeah, a lot of my turns are quite graciously just play the cards and laugh at the enemy as they attempt to do anything.
Tell the enemy no, firmly. Oh man. Oh boy.
I need another body slam. That's what I need. Just one more body slam and I'm done.
Do you even need one more body slam?
Yeah, I don't, but I want it.
You know what?
As soon as I said that, I was like, do I? I know I want it.
I need it. You know what you need, actually? What you need, you can try sometimes. What you need is dual wield. Dual wield's really good for you. Dual wield's really good for you because then you can choose whether or not you need more body slams for that fight, or you can just make more copies of Feel No Pain so that you can accelerate even faster. Make more copies of Barricade just to say that you did it. Because you can.
I'm definitely keeping this block. I'm just confirming that I will have this block.
Oh my. So, may I briefly demonstrate my end game?
Please.
Here? What we do is we spend 5 minutes crunching numbers while smiling and attempting to figure out how to commentate on numbers between the numbers 0 and 5, and then you play 3 grand finales.
Oh, I couldn't see the out that turn. That was good. That was good.
Yeah, it's really complex. Wait a minute.
No one's allowed to die.
How do I get Lizard Tail now? But you got it at the beginning. It picked your rare relic from like the middle of the pool.
Yeah, that is weird.
That's super weird, right?
I think it's going to
require
require
rare relic. Oh, never mind. That's just the first rare that I've rolled.
Oh yeah, it is.
That's actually incredible. So that was the first rare relic. Okay, well there you go. Are you thinking about taking cards?
I'm thinking about whether or not I go to the shop. I think I just do.
You're still on my view, by the way.
Ah, thank you.
No worries. I don't mind. I'm happy to show people the grand finale plan.
The plan finale.
It's a good plan. Plan finale. Oh boy, you did it, Goku. You did it. Plan finale. Ooh. Do you want a panic button? You know, it's funny.
Kinda?
How do you think panic button works with Entrench?
Oh god, I hope like heck that it doesn't reapply the block next turn in any weird way, and then, well, no, because then it would trigger Juggernaut. No, so it definitely keeps it.
I'm pretty sure that Entrench still works. No, you know, I liked seeing you go through this. Truthfully, I don't perfectly remember. My memory is that Entrench is one of these cases to where even though a card is causing block to happen, the card does not say gain block on it. It says double your block. And I think Entrench works after panic button.
Yeah, because Feel No Pain will still work, and you know, Orichalcum and things like that. It's
you can
from
still
cards.
gain block. You just can't play a defend and get block out of it. You gonna try it?
Let's do that. Let's see how that one goes.
I think it's gonna work. Let's just give it a shot. What do we have to lose? Nothing. Nothing to lose. Everything to gain. Oh. 4, 8, 10. Okay. Draw. Discard. Neutralize. Draw. Discard.
It's gonna be in a couple turns' time. Let's let that one bake for a moment.
Discard. Oh, we're getting real consistent at turn 2 backflips turn 2 grand finale spam.
Hell yes. That's what I like to hear.
This is the first time that I can play 4 of them. Which was very exciting, but maybe not correct.
Entrench worked, by the way.
It did, okay. I was pretty certain, but I didn't want to put you in a hole.
Also did 666 damage exactly to the head to finish the fight.
Which is pretty telling.
Yeah, especially for the character that has Demon Form as one of their rare cards, just feels appropriate.
It's just right. Yeah. Ooh. Getting hit by enemies.
Mm-hmm. Not used to it. I don't like it.
I don't like it either. I'm not sure I want it. Can I send it back?
It's bad not to have infinite energy already. Sorry, infinite energy, infinite block. It's just unacceptable.
It's just bad. Kind of sitting over here hemorrhaging a little bit. Not too bad, but a little bit of damage here, a little bit of damage there, a little bit. Man, oh man.
Oh wait,
you're destroyed.
I forgot that he just dies.
Yep, he just gives up, ultimately. Okay, I got my red key online. Don't forget that. Don't forget the recall. It's easy to forget here. Interesting. So you're seeing some of the relics from my store, but some different ones too. Like you're seeing Duvudol, which I didn't see.
No, you had Duvudol in your
Oh, did I?
In one of your
stores. I didn't even register it.
Well, it was more expensive than you could afford. I think it was actually exactly this store, and you had like 200 something. Couldn't afford it, but you could afford the Omamori.
So the relics will be the same, and that makes sense because the relics are pulling from the same queue, but backwards. But then the potions are different and the cards are different. Unsurprisingly, I guess.
Mango. I kind of want to save my money because it's just still not
Big
really
shop.
good here.
Yeah, I would do it.
Like,
Secret Technique ain't bad.
It's not bad. It's very expensive for something that it's fine for us.
Yeah, Yeah, exactly. I think it gets to fine, right? I agree with that assessment. Make an assessment. 6, 5.
Just gonna hit that button so I don't forget later.
Oh, you love to see it. You do. Grand. Nah. I wish this enemy wouldn't weaken me when I'm trying to grand finale them a million times.
It's frankly
Playing
rude.
4 grand finales on turn 2 against Giant Head, it does feel good.
I was wondering. I appreciate the update.
Yeah. What exactly are you up to over there, Teak? Get into the business. Approaching Business Town. Ah, the Repto came, huh?
Yep, and I'm exactly 1 short of the ability to knock out the secondary dagger here.
Wait. Maybe that was Power Potion then to find the answer. Because that could have been like your Rupture. Oh, but that wouldn't have been enough. Even then. Oh, Combust could have done it for you.
That's true.
But it's not like you're taking any damage, right? So I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. Like, going to the next turn with a blank field is still far and away good enough for me.
Yeah. Still weakened, huh? That's so rude.
I think I'm in the position where, like, I set up my barricade and then I look for how soon have I escaped this fight, and then as soon as I've escaped the fight, I just click cards until the game ends.
Yeah. Yeah, that does seem to be your line, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't need to be putting too much more effort into these, brain-wise.
But it's fun, You know, that's one thing that I've thought about recently is it's like, yes, mental energy is this resource. And yes, it does pay to try to treat it respectfully and not spend way too much in fights where you don't need to. But at the end of the day, I really like crunching on things, right? I really like crunching on fights and trying to find that best line because it'll pay off in a future run when you've got that muscle memory.
Yeah, I like it when it feels more relevant. But at this point, we are, like, you know, where we end up in the end of a lot of ladder streaks where it's like, well, just kill him however you want. You can't die now.
Yeah. Yeah, do literally whatever you want. Yeah, that's pretty fair. That's definitely fair.
I think I'm just going to send my Brutality and Warcry both into the Abyss.
Heck, I might take the Brutality.
Yeah, if you'd like it. This is not going to transform any extras for you.
Yeah, that would be cool though, you know, if you... But I guess if one of us took it, you know, knowing that we could get that thing, and then we both got Pandora's Box with only one of us taking the boss relic. What we really want to do is send each other Empty Cage. That's the business. That's the business. Anyway, I'm going to try to focus on this giant head fight. There's nothing to see here. I just have to do it so that I can... Because I'm 1 step away from a courier. So if you want to wait for 1 half step, then I can get there and we can decide if there's anything at all that we want to coordinate. I don't think that there is, but you know, it's a thought and a maybe.
Oh, perfect.
You've seen my game plan. This is the 3rd time that I've done this in this fight, and it feels great every friggin' time.
Get him.
I think he's dead, Jim. Wait a minute. A courier to the courier. Also, hell yeah, that's a second ghost in a jar. Hell yeah.
Certainly
Hell
looks
yeah.
like one.
Do I even have space for another backflip? Be honest with me. Acro plus, backflip, expertise plus prepared.
So
Another one?
remember, you are going to be getting more, like a lot more removals in the upcoming couriers.
True.
So
I'm gonna remove every defend.
Well,
Yeah.
but the defends won't be offered, right? Your non-basics will be offered to you first.
I can remove those in stores, which I'll have 2 of. I can get rid of 2 defends.
Yeah, so it's an ultimately like a huge upgrade on its defend. I would probably still go with it, especially because you have the footwork.
I think so too. I'm gonna drop a weak potion, even though weak potions are really, really strong, because this is like a weak potion, and I want swift potions to line things up. Cool. Here we are in a store. Do you want a grand finale? I could give you 1.
I wouldn't want to break the collector's bonus.
Okay, that's fair. What do you want?
So, Orichalcum will almost never trigger for me. Like, it triggers on turn 1. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You have less money than me, so I could utilize the Courier slightly better than you. Astrolabe is definitely the thing I was working my way up towards. And Astrolabe would probably just be, you know, whether or not it's get the Thunderclap and something else out, or whether I do just start getting out of the shivs.
Yeah.
Shivs can be draw. They can be block for me, but they can also just be
what do they transform into?
Colorless cards.
Wow. That's actually pretty sick. Because you could get like master strategies out of those shivs. That's ridiculous, actually. That's totally ridiculous. You want an Astrolabe? You're still at your courier, right? I want to see what you get.
I am still at my courier.
Take this.
Ooh, an Astrolabe. Oh god. Okay, well now I need to
see your view.
Let
me see your view. I want to see what you get. I want to see what you get.
So we've got 3 shivs. We've still got the Thunderclap, which would also be happy to go into space. We're in the realm where Thunderclap and the Blood for Bloods could even start going as I keep cutting the deck down. It's just those are our biggest ancillary kind of secondary attacks from.
Yeah, you'll have nothing other than Body Slam, so better be sure that nothing ever takes it and that you can always get enough block to use it. But Hemokinesis is a solid single big damage card.
I think I would probably go Thunderclap 2 shivs.
Just because, like, you're not going to cut through Artifact at this point, right? You don't have any other... Oh. No, you're doing disarm stuff. And who's our boss? Our boss is Wokeblow?
Awoken.
So Thunderclap is theoretically a lot of damage for your Body Slam, but do you need more damage? You're already damage capping with it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's also getting to... it has to be in the same hand as it, right? Because it's only the 1 turn of vulnerability. I could even get rid of the After Image, to be entirely frank. Like, it's not contributing much more block than it is... than every other source, right?
Yeah, that's pretty true. And you didn't find the Juggernaut to make it like a machine gun, which would have been cool, but it didn't happen. I like that. You're getting another random silent card.
Ooh. Do I want a random silent? I don't know if I want a random silent card.
I think if I were looking down the barrel at this, I might go T-Clap, and then either 2 Shiv or Shiv Blood for Blood, but not both Blood for Blood. I think I keep 1. So that you don't die like Jawworms. Woo!
It's another Barricade, just in case. We got a Whirlwind and
the
Apotheosis.
Is neat.
So that means the class card did transform into my own class. I didn't get a silent card.
You turned After Image into a Barricade?
Yeah. Or Whirlwind.
Well. So the second Barricade is desafortunadamente, but that's okay. What are you going to do?
Well,
so you think you might want a courier? You are loaded. You are rich.
I'm really just jacked up on value right now.
You're jacked up on Mountain Dew. I can give you a courier. I can buy you a new life. Okay, what I want to do is see what this reroll does. Because I want to know, like, am I looking at new relics? Am I looking at new, like, what? Do I get to give you new cards? Perhaps.
Yep.
It looks like things... Oh, it's... Do you want some removals?
Yeah.
I'm not going to have any money. And I'm, frankly, I think I'm at peace with that.
Well, this gives me the ability to start sending it back as well.
That in my time of need. That's right. Here you go.
An empty cage. I get to remove 2 cards from my deck.
What an unsuspecting and delightful outcome.
Let's get rid of that Barricade.
Do you want a leg sweep?
I could totally use a leg sweep. But is it Is it an important piece of tech for you?
It is important for you to have this Slate Sweep. If it's not a grand finale, it's in my way. I have 2 ghosts in the jars and a plan.
All right. I think we're ready to move on to the next one.
I think that's store. Let me look at my packages real quick. Do I actually want this? Should I actually take this? Should I use this?
Oh, that's right. It got upgraded, so it's now innate.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good too.
It's
gonna mess my math up, but
yeah, exactly. Do you want to work around it in terms of your math?
yes, because of the heart. The statuses in the heart are kind of a pain. So actually having more draw is relevant. I'm gonna take that actually. Oh, I'm gonna take that. You sent me a Warcry Plus?
Yeah. Well, I sent you Warcry and then it got upgraded.
I actually took both of those cards. I actually liked both of those cards. That was pretty sweet.
The
All right,
upgrade on both of them
dude.
made them a lot more comfortable.
Yeah.
I can still see a Sapphire Key here, but I already have the Sapphire Key.
What are you looking at? I took a Sapphire Key out over Blood Vial. Oh.
I have the Sapphire
Wow, that's
Key.
weird. You know what? I bet you were looking at Sapphire Key. Oh, we might have messed up here. Definitely don't click on it. Definitely take White Beast Statue. Because I think it was giving you the chance to take my Sapphire Key. But then I just took it. So that seems like that might explode.
Right. Fair point, well made.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. Okay. 27 cards with a plan to grand finale on turn 2. Can he do it? Or cry. Piercing well on top.
That's weird. I got to another shop and I just don't really want anything here. Maybe I take Ghostly Armor just as
You
like
could Courier Cycle. You could take Pen Nib and Courier Cycle if you wanted to.
I could, but I could also just do that next floor because the Pen Nib
Right.
is very
Old.
difficult for me to line up.
Yeah, you just don't do a lot of attacks, right? And when you do, they win. You don't really need more at that point. Pretty fair.
Here's the empty cage. So because we
send it
each
back.
have a reroll, I'll send it to you, but I'll want to stay on this screen. Then you use it and then see if in the reroll it comes back to me, and then I'll reroll after that and try and send it back again.
Okay, you can see the madness that I'm living inside.
Mm-hmm.
Because truly it is mad. Like, these are the turns where I have to ask, can I play Grand Finale on this turn? I have 2 energy. We can play Prepared and or Backflip. And then if we were to see Acro Plus, we'd be there. But if we don't, we'd be in trouble. We can Flechettes and kill a dagger, and then Piercing Wail to cut down the remaining damage, which is a pretty low variance play. Take 3 here. But like, it's still a big hit. We also have a Swift Spot if we wanted to use it in this fight, although making space in hand is non-trivial. And so like, every turn looks like this. Just all of them. I think you always play Prepared first, or at least fairly early, and Flechette still does enough damage at that point to take out a dagger. So like, you Prepared and drop a Defend, and then just see where you are. And where we are is that it's too risky.
Chance to do it, yeah. It's too much.
Yeah, it's just not worth. So, take out a Daggerin, Piercing Wail to cut the damage, take some punishment. But this punishment is okay, because we can certainly get away with resting here, and we've got some heal from Eternal Feather, some heal from our potions when we play them, and we're so close to just like deterministically winning every fight from here on out that I think we're fine. I played Brutality also, so we can hold both Grand Finale and we'll perfect draw.
Nice.
Anyway, deck is strong, but deck is tough, and every fight has been like this. But when you get the sweet, sweet Sacra petals, Sacra.
It's so
Is that
dang
Sacra? The wounds. The other thing that I'm constantly playing around is like win to expertise. Which can be a thing. It's harder to use now because of the 6 draw, actually. Just curious. I hadn't even really thought about that.
Between the 6 draw and the 2 retain, especially when you're often retaining things you want to be able to play later. It's having a little bit of difficulty.
Mm-hmm. 12. Backflip. Draw 6. So we need to be able to... There's an acro coming, potentially. So we have a very good chance of landing Grand Finales next turn, but we might want to skip out on holding this Grand Finale and instead hold both of these backflips to secure that.
Yeah, because you only need the 2.
Mm-hmm. To basically guarantee, well, we either have to find acro on the first draw or we need to get prepared by the second. And we also have to be able to play cards.
That's the acro.
Hey. Oh, no.
Hmm.
Hand too big.
Can you draw choke and backflip?
Clever. Really clever. If we play acro exactly now, we only have 2 slots. But we discard 1, and then backflip gets us the 2.
Yep.
And we're there. Really clever.
Nice.
The payoff.
I love the
is so
queuing
nice.
up constantly of the third one, despite the fact it's not happening.
I kind of like this burst, actually.
Yeah.
Like, literally bursting prepareds is what I want to do. I wish...
Get more
that
cards
I had
out of
played a
hand.
Potion, maybe. Yeah, literally. Ah, here's Winding Halls. Unfortunately. What are you gonna do? Rest is, I think, what I'm gonna do. I'd like to upgrade Burst, but I definitely need to make sure that we beat this Nemesis, I guess. Nemesis it is. Right? And so it's like, am I holding Burst to be able to have some block next turn? Do I want to just Burst Acro now and look at more cards? What we want is to land... If we can just land all 4 Grand Finales on turn 3, we win. And that's certainly a mechanism. We could Burst Cloak and Dagger right now and produce a fair little bit of block. It's 12 out of 18. That's pretty good. I think I'm going to do that.
It's not bad. It's also 20 damage on the enemy.
Yeah.
Taking you closer to the
bad.
Just 3 Grand Finales doing it, just in case you see 2 of them early on and don't have the ability to go for all 4.
Flechettes too.
This was the worst case scenario.
If I have to Ghost in a Jar this fight, this is a pretty reasonable one to do it. It certainly sucks, but it's not yet the end of the world. And with Horncleat too, we're producing a fair little amount of block. We could see Neutralize and a draw.
Yep.
Pretty easily.
So in, I think every universe I would, play the prepared first and then see if I see Neutralize, then make the decisions afterwards.
I agree. Being able to pitch cards is also a pretty nice thing. I think that we're often actually discarding this Grand Finale here. Although that kind of chokes up our next turn. The other option is to drop Defend and Piercing Wail. That puts us at 7 cards and we can play the Acro Plus, and then we still have room to like Warcry at the end.
So if you are pitching Grand Finale, what are you keeping in hand for the next turn?
The remaining draw card, whatever it is, and a Flechettes.
Okay, yeah. I like that then.
Although if I'm doing that, then am I ever holding Piercing Wail, right? We're just going to try to win next turn? Okay. There's Neutralize. It's good to see. Dodge and roll is not much block, but it is some block. So this probably means that we get to get rid of Flechettes. No, we're going to hold Grand Finale and Acro. So we're going to be a little shy on damage then? Because we do have to block some here. Unless we don't. We could play Acro this turn. Then not Warcry. Warcry is draw 2, but then put 1 at the top of the pile, so it's only effective draw 1. That puts us at 8 left in the draw. Prepared puts us at 7. That's really awkward. So we would play one or the other and a backflip.
So is Neutralize dodge just backflip a possible roll out of this turn, because then you get yourself with 7 left in the draw pile. As long as you hold prepared, you're drawing 6 with the brutality.
We can just play prepared this turn.
You could play prepared this turn, exactly.
Before, yeah. Okay, so we'll drop War Cry and just hold the 2 grand finales. This works.
Yeah, yes.
I see. I see your line.
It's fine.
We're playing backflip, dodge, neutralize.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yee. There was some risk there that we saw another grand finale.
You can do Survivor instead now.
You're right. That's even better. Yeah, there was some risk there that we saw another one of the grand finales.
Mm-hmm.
And then we would like need to have the war cry and try to do some shenanigans, but it turned out.
Yeah.
So there's so many little cases to consider, but luckily we have good outs. I'm finding myself thinking that if I can get these 2 Ghost in a Jars to the heart, I will win.
Yes, you will.
Especially if I can find some answer for... Ooh,
oh,
Tough Bandages is actually really good. That's actually really damn good. That's actually really damn good, too. Okay.
Ooh, I'm surprised you didn't give more consideration to the Piercing Whale. I'm glad you went to Tactician. But...
No, I think Tactician is exactly what we're missing. I need a little energy to keep those turns going and to empty the hands. Gosh, I'm dropping 2 potions. It's like 10 health on the ground, but it's got to be correct, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. I like dropping just to defend in this store. Hey, Tori.
Mm-hmm.
Unless there's something else that you think is like really exciting to get rid of. I don't think so.
Not really. I would drop the defend and then hold for the courier.
Hold the line. Okay, our couriers are lined up. It'll take us a minute.
So, the first thing I need to do is send you Empty Cage.
Okay, and then that way we can see if we can reroll into getting Empty Cage. Okay.
Exactly.
Heck yeah. Oh, what's this? What's this on... what am I...
Got some removal there.
Oh, an Empty Cage. That's a rare opportunity to remove defense, which I will do. Man, am I going to get rid of footwork?
It's theoretically possible. I don't think there's any of those that you want to give away.
This.
Although, Well-Laid Plans is on offer there, despite the fact that it's in a bottle.
Oh, wow.
Strange.
That's scary. Strange, indeed. So should I just re-roll here to see if we can send you back?
Possibly,
so.
But before you do that, am I in the world now where Fiendfire is the worst part of my deck?
It's still a lot of block. May I see your deck?
Mm-hmm.
Got to switch to it.
Oh, right. Sorry.
It's all good.
It is a lot of block for us. That's true. But also, I have a lot of like just big block, causes big blocks. As soon as the entrench is going off, it doesn't matter if something is a big amount of block for me. Yeah, exactly. Right. Like this is the kind of situation where I really like, a pie chart of the impact in the deck or something like that. Right. Because yeah, Fiendfire was pretty good, but is 99% of this deck not just everything else?
So 2 uses for Fiendfire left for you. And we need to convince ourselves that we are good enough without it.
Yeah.
Use number 1 is Fiendfire is a significant amount of damage in the first couple turns to just push down Spire Spear or Spire Shield. Can you outblock them and or kill them without it?
I think depends on the draw, but I can outblock them.
Yeah. And then question number 2 is, do you want Fiendfire as a mechanism to clean up some chaff against, as an example, Heart, where you're going to get 5 statuses? Since we don't have a second wind.
So I've got Burning Pact and I've got 2 copies of True Grit, so I'm not too...
Yeah, and you have Battle Transfer draw. I think you can afford to lose it if you want to.
That's what I'm thinking. There's part of me also that's looking at the Battle Trance and going, can I get rid of you too? But that's harder.
I honestly wonder if you send Fiendfire to me, if I'm going to take it. Because I don't have a great plan for statuses other than drawing around them, which maybe is good enough. I think I probably let it be ground food, but yeah. Sweet.
Okay. And then you re-roll first, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, but I am 4 gold short.
Dang.
It's
God,
here
that would have been
too.
so much removal.
Oh man, I know, dude. Oh, dude, that's a bummer. We just barely whiffed on the gold lineup. I didn't even think about it. And did I send something just a second ago?
No? I don't think you've
No,
sent
I
anything
didn't.
here yet.
I didn't send anything. Yeah, we just didn't quite line up the gold. That's okay.
I
What are
can
you gonna
send
do?
you an astrolabe. If you still have 3 cards you want to
Ooh,
random upgrade.
I could get away with,
I think your dodge and roll could do it.
yeah, randoming a dodge and roll, and I don't actually want to randomize neutralize because it's kind of nice to play. Randomize a defend, a dodge and roll, maybe flechettes. If I'm really leaning in on this plan, grand finale only is the end game.
Mm-hmm. So it just comes down to, do you want to do that? Because if so, I'll send it.
I do. I want it. I want it. I'm trying to do something really stupid here. I'm trying to be dumb. Let's go. Okay. Defend. DNR.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you go? Here you are. Is it ever Cloak and Dagger actually over flechettes? Just
yeah,
because this
it
is
could
like
be the unupped cloak and
right?
dagger. The flechette is pretty important, I feel, for in your first cycle, setting up a bunch more damage on the spear and
What
spear.
did I just get? We got
A flying knee,
Flying Knee,
Heel hook.
Heel Hook. That's 2 cards.
You did get a third. Oh, I think it's a second well-laid plan. Was it? No, it wasn't.
What the heck?
If you hover over, do you have Minty Spire in at the moment?
Yeah. Prepared Flying Knee backflip. Oh, so it's just not doing the obtained thing right. Okay. Okay. So we got another backflip?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't mind that. That's actually great. These are kind of weird, but potentially they could work. I got rid of leg sweep, so I'm not very good at weakening. You know what? We'll take it. We're getting closer to our end game of playing 4 grand finales every turn, and that's heaven.
Mm-hmm.
I say GG. I say GG on that career.
I agree, G.
Okay. Do you want to go first or second on this boss fight? You agree, G?
I think I'll go first.
Okay. I'm ready. I want to see what you can do to this chimkin. Our LAN party is becoming even more like a LAN party by the minute, by the way. We were talking about how apt that was earlier. And just like a LAN party, by 5 in the morning, everybody's brain is totally addled.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's like... all of the energy drinks are running out, like the ramen is running low. Wow, destroying the exhume. Whoa. I mean, big block gonna be big.
Yeah.
It's
Feel
the
pretty
play, I
comfortable with
think.
it.
No, I agree. I like it. I like it. You can totally get away with playing that. You can do whatever you want. Wow. Yeah, two Damoon. Now you could bring back the other Exhume, actually. No, Exhume can't exhume Exhumes, even if you delete... Yeah.
Exactly.
But
it's unfortunate.
But you can do that. That's good. I think it's worth playing that Battle Trance there just to try to get you back through your trenches. I don't think it'll matter, but...
I just wanted to get to my Feel No Pains coming out.
That makes sense.
9!
Oh
Trench.
my. 9!
9 trench! That's
The bird
okay.
is
We'll
at
see in
such
the next
negative
cycle.
strength. Even so, I can't believe it. It's like just amazing. We'll get you in the future, kid. Yeah, Sentinel. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
278
we're
is
down
pretty
to a
good block,
12-card deck in play right now as well, by the way.
I'm jealous of that. Maybe I should have asked for a True Grit. When I grow up, I'd like to be a True Grit. On torch. Okay, enemy is dying. Good night.
Enemies, rip.
Sweet prince. $40 damage, dude. It's a big turn. You better block.
Oh
Play your
god,
block.
you're
You
right.
gotta be-
All right, I blocked. Let's see if it's
Nice.
enough. Okay,
Okay,
I
it
think
was
I
a close
just
one.
got there.
No, that was dangerous. You should have blocked again on that last turn, just in case. Just in case.
Oh, you're not wrong. But let's
10
see how
thumbs.
yours goes.
Wish me luck, because
I wish you
I've
luck.
got the juice. I've got the juice. I've got the juice in the ride.
Mm-hmm.
But what we don't have is disarm. And maybe we don't get to play brutality.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea not to.
And maybe we do have to play footwork. If we land the piercing whale, we can undo what has been done. These are all of my powers. So I could play all three and then try to line up the piercing whale, but maybe we want to do that second cycle since we're not first cycling Awakened One ever,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
We can do 200 damage, not 300. Okay. So in that case, we'll play one power first cycle and then just try to get this show on the road. Including dropping brutality, I think.
Yeah.
You think so, right?
I agree.
Just a little bit of safety.
A lot of your defense, it seems to me, is going to be coming out of your tough bandages.
Very true.
So you're still in the realm where maybe you play footwork, maybe you don't.
Yeah.
I think you can get away with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Just try to do some regular good old-fashioned block. Well, prepared is going to be some blanc. Maybe I'm playing flechettes on this turn. Well, we don't have to worry about flechettes. In fact, maybe we are going to remove it because Grand Finale is really our best plan if there's any AoE at all. Okay, so that means we don't plan to phase 1 Piercing Whale. That'll be phase 2. It's also so nice that this enemy only gains 1 strength.
Yeah, no kidding,
So
right?
frigging nice. Why don't we go ahead and Bach Flip? Get pretty frigging close to a full block.
Yeah, the right tools
So
remaining
draw
in
in
your deck
hand.
to get to the grand finales this cycle without having to slow roll it? Yeah, you do.
Yes.
By far.
That's all that's left. It's all that's in the deck. Yeah.
Teak, would you like to put something in the deck that isn't glue? Huh? Just looking up from like just giant tins of glue.
So if we prepared and drop Tactician, we are on 2 down and 1 up on 6, and then Expertise would be 2 draw, which would be too much. So I think I'm gonna Acrobatics, drop Tactician, and then this puts us in a place to decide how best we want to finish this. It's looking like this time it's going to be the back of leap. And then go ahead and maybe like a 1, a 2, a 3. Oh, I couldn't play the last one. Gremlin Horned. That's funny. I didn't even think about that. Well, as you can see, I did not think about it. We have 5 energy though because of that interaction. Maybe we can go again. You want to go again?
I think you can. I think you totally can here. It might involve something like bursting a prepared to make space.
And then we have Expertise. We have Neutralize. Make hand small. Oh, then I need to hold this.
Do you? You're still only removing 1 strength with it.
That's a good point. I mean, I might as well try.
Oh yeah, it's just like if you get down the line and it comes down to whether or not you can even do it, it's fine not to.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, if we were to Survivor, then the Expertise is even bigger.
Yes.
But maybe we play Acro first? Because there's a fair number of things that we can clear out coming up. Because what would we Survivor? The grand finale?
Well, then when does the Expertise become valuable? You Survivor that a backflip. You got 2 backflips coming up in your draw pile still.
Okay, I like the play. I like the line. I like the play.
It's a 4 draw, so you've got 9 remaining you would need to dig through. The acro can draw its full 4 and discard the
4,
tactician. Sorry, I'm just
5, 3.
I-
We've got it in hand. No, I
Yeah.
don't mind at all. I really don't. This is like, it's got the beats, as you've seen.
we can
so
also hear
prepared
the
is part of
beats in
our
the
answer.
background as well, by the way, because two thump, two thump, two thump is playing through your entire.
It's still playing in the
fight here.
background. Oh my gosh, that's very ominous.
Mm-hmm.
I have 3 energy. And there's a heal hook coming. I'm trying to see if there's a better way to do this, because like what I want to do is be able to play brutality at the end too, right?
Yep.
So if we can manage to play all 4 grand finales, likely, then we can be in a really, really strong place. So that would lead me to prepared, drop. Hi, you two. Hi, y'all. Yeah, this works fine. That's exactly enough hand space too for acro.
Oh yeah.
And not heal hook, to be clear. That would mess this up. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You can get an energy back.
Why stop now?
Yeah, you can set up your next one.
Good point. Keep going.
Burst prepared. Yeah.
Don't stop. Don't stop. We draw 6 cards. We hold an acro and a grand finale.
Perfect amount of block.
It's weird that in turn is grayed out. It's like, am I allowed to? May I? The game's like, no.
You may not
may
end
not.
turns. You may only end lives.
So real, dude. Okay, fun fact. We get hand choked right now if we just play this acrobatics without thinking.
Yes.
So, let's don't. Fun fact. I love when someone's like, fun fact, if you drink too much water, you die. And I'm like, that wasn't fun. That wasn't fun. That
It
was
really does
kinda
feel like
sad.
it's just become a thing you say before you say a fact.
Fun fact.
Fun fact, there are
Mortality.
parasites out there that just leach into an eye and just live there forever until they kill you. Isn't that fun?
That's so fun. And I love that you shared that with me. That was so kind of you to offer me such fun.
I love the idea of someone just posting like content warning body horror. Fun fact, ... It's like
Don't stop.
our definition of
drawing.
fun is slightly different here, I feel.
I don't think
You
that
could-
we're
you could
talking
heal
about the
hook.
same fun sphere. Oh yeah, we totally can. Wait, maybe we don't want to though. I don't want to.
You sure?
Maybe I do want to. We're exactly lined up with 6 right now because of brutality.
So you definitely
But-
shouldn't, but you could try. But you shouldn't.
But if we drew exactly backflip or acro and then exactly got them again, wouldn't that be nice? Or burst prepared? No, we'll just win next turn. But what if we could win on turn 3?
It would be a pretty good way to go about it.
Well, you couldn't really anticipate that,
Of course.
you know. You
You
can't.
could have seen that coming.
No one. Turn 3 is too early anyway. It's just that wouldn't have been fair to the enemy. This is much more fair to all parties. Everybody is having a much more fair time because of our choices.
This is at least interactive on their side now.
Yeah. You're welcome, woke man. Wokeman?
You can drop 2 grand finales.
I can, but then I can't play 4 grand finales by clicking them before the game can finish the animations.
It's true, and a good point well made.
You have to understand my pain. Do you want to win this turn?
Yeah, I think that could be a good idea.
Feeling good about that? Same. Same.
God, I love that tactician.
I'm so glad that we took it. Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
A triumph of force. I think we should blaze straight through the heart, dude.
Oh,
Are you ready?
yeah. 100%.
Okay. 10 thump. Prepare your daggerins. Ask yourself, this is not my beautiful house.
It is worth noting, there is a courier here. So we're gonna possibly do the back forth thing.
Do the back and forth thing. Yeah, I don't have enough money that time, too, for more back and forth empty cage. You gotta get a little lucky, because I am sitting on this astrolabe right now, so I might end up sending you back an astrolabe.
Oh, God. Teak.
Could be.
Like, I can't not.
Are you gonna take a frozen eye?
Teak.
You're gonna take another dark embrace? That's pretty good.
Teak, I would like to draw every card.
I think that dark embrace is great for you.
I wish I had more ways of introducing more exhaust into my deck.
Oh. If I buy a card removal right now, I can't afford to send you a boss relic. So I shouldn't do it.
Oh, wait, no, but don't you get gold? Maybe you don't get gold from Spire, Shield, and Spear, because where would you use it?
You
usually?
do, but it's not enough. Because I only have 96 as it is.
Well, if
I
I
need
also
100.
card remove here, then I don't have the ability to send it back either.
Yeah, along with your dark embrace. And maybe that's just okay.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just okay. Just like do our clean up everybody everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what? Woo! I want money! Money!
Money!
It was Dark Embrace, and then Feel No Pain, and then it offered another Feel No Pain, and I'm like, oh,
And you've got the frozen egg too, so they're all coming to you hot, hot.
exactly, straight off the presses.
Delicious. I can't believe I'm removing flechettes. It's like been such a strong card in this deck, but it's absolutely not the card that I want to click on. Oh, that escape plan was pretty juicy too, wasn't it? That's okay. It's hot, hot. It's nice that in Act 4 we both get to take the stuff at the same time. I don't have to wait for you to fight the Spire, Spear, and Shield.
Super dang useful.
And you know how my Spire, Spear, and Shield is going to go, so.
Mm-hmm.
No sweat.
I feel like mine's going to be a bit more variable.
Thonk. Thonkcraft. A bit more thonking.
Seems that thonks will be included here. Okay, I feel a lot better now. Oh.
I feel better.
It's just so
Things feel
beautiful.
weird. Doing weird stuff. Doing weird things.
Using Exhume to bring back a Sentinel so that I can burn it again for more energy feels weird, but good.
Feels good though to make that many energy. Oh no, Raps.
Oh no.
I have done something very foolish. That's okay, I'll recover. I've done something very foolish.
Oh dear.
What can I say? I'm not accustomed to the solo pilot role.
Mm-hmm.
We'll fix this. We'll fix this.
Yeah,
We can fix this.
there's enough glue, and the deck is thin enough at this point that I feel like you have the ability to get that back on track pretty.
Yes, guaranteed, because we've already got it. We go neutralize, and then expertise draws 3. And then acrobatics gets us to the bottom of the deck. We get to play 2 grand finale already, and then we can keep going.
Do you have any way
Neutralize.
to amplify the damage, like get 10 more somehow for the... Oh, you do, Flying Knee. So you can kill the shield this time.
Yep,
If you
which
want
would
to.
then give us a draw and an energy. We do want to. We definitely want to. Piercing Whale is a good block too, if we need to do that.
I'm gonna
Heal hook,
jump
huh?
back out to my own game screen here for
Yeah.
a moment.
Yeah. No, thank you for noticing my pain and acknowledging it. It's my pain. I built it.
Teak. There we go.
You, on the other hand, are not experiencing pain. You seem to be quite healthy indeed. Wow. Do you want another body slam?
I pretty quickly get to the point that I don't need it anymore, though.
Yeah, I think that's true. I do think that's true.
Go leave. Actually, Warcry Plus is still pretty good for us now.
Scared of drawing this well-laid plans without the energy to play it. Everything scares me now. I have become small, insignificant. Ah, I see. I don't have to worry about that because I just do it anyway. Just do what I want. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, my APM. Well, better luck next time, me. You'll get him.
Oh.
You'll get him in the future. Okay, I want to see your heart fight because I am jazzed by what your nonsense deck can do.
As am I. However, in the interim, I'm just gonna send you a mango. Get 14 more max HP.
Yo, let's go, baby. All right, I'm into that. Do you want a Vajra? No, you don't need a Vajra.
Honestly, it doesn't really affect me at all.
There's no real impact on you, is there? Do I want this Shrug It Off that you sent me?
You may do, you may not do.
Nah, I'm good. But I want this Mongo. Acro Well-Laid Burst. Re-rolling. I need to keep these potions, I think. I am going to re-roll here, though, and see if I can send you something nice.
Nice.
What about a footwork?
Well, I've already gone to the boss fight.
You're fighting a boss. Nothing matters. I guess one consideration is when you kill the heart, don't yet, so that we get heart music for my heart fight.
Good idea.
And then we can watch art back to back.
Good
And that'll
idea.
be like double reward. Yeah. This run has been so bonkers, man. Dude, I'm gonna have to start working out to have enough mental energy to do these. This is the hardest thing we've made. I really think that. And I really do, and this is Ascension 1. This is the hardest thing we have ever made.
The biggest thing in my mind
worth.
to let the viewers in on my biggest consideration is I need to find more useful ways to communicate when both of us are trying to go through a different thing.
Right.
And sometimes that's just, should I just run my mouth through them? I can totally do that. But then is that gonna be like a brain jammer kind of thing for you? That's
right, exactly. Yeah.
We're discovering our way through it.
This is the fun. This is the fun, though. This is the fun, is finding that balance between aiding each other and contributing to the broadcast, And there's so much going on the screen. Because it's so active, it kind of speaks for itself. Transitioning back and forth. What also speaks for itself is your deck. Go ahead. Show them the business. Go ahead and do it. I can't believe you created an apotheosis. You transformed the Shiv into Mind Bloom. It's like amazing.
We were arguing about whether or not the Mind Bloom was going to come up, and it did, just in a different form.
It did come up. Yeah.
Screw you in particular. You can clear it. That's fine. By the time you do that, I will have 999 everything.
I'm going to be far, far beyond you, my child. Surprised you didn't pull back the en planche there. It's not going to matter, but
in retrospect,
something I considered. Now that you say that, are you trying to perfect this? No jacks?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Oh, baby. Oh, it's the big turn. Oh, yeah. Straight to the bank. Ha.
Is the body slam back?
Ha 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 ha. You can just keep drawing forever. Wow.
Now, have I already burned it? I have. Perfect.
Gonna exhume that Sentinel.
Yeah.
Trigger it again. Don't stop. Can't stop. Mustn't stop.
won't stop at all. And there's my...
Won't.
Wait. 1, 2...
Boom,
3.
boom, boom. Block capped. Oh my. Yeah. Yeah. Swing at this.
Do we still play the entrenches just for fun?
Yes. 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 And then you make up imaginary numbers in your head.
That was 6 million damage.
That one did Splurty Spevin. That's the number I made up in my head. Splurty
I'm
Spevin.
not sure that anyone has ever recorded a number that large.
Seems like we've got one of them on the screen at the moment. Let's
Oh, you
tap
killed
across.
it. Wait, is the music
Oh, I
still
did
up?
kill it.
Does it keep it? It's a silent heart fight. You know what you can do? You can play the heart music from music player of your choosing.
That is true.
option.
I do worry it may
it's all
mess
good.
with
Let's just
the
fight.
things behind the scenes.
I like that it's very... what character am I, Raps?
It's a good point, well made. It's not silent.
You know.
It's just got the kind of like victory music going on, which, if anything, is just a predictor of your success.
Yeah, thank you. So this fight is not going to be so easy as yours, unfortunately. It will still be good, but we do have to deal with this whole, like, the heart puts statuses into our deck shenanigans. That being said, we get very rewarded this time for playing down powers sooner rather than later. But the big question is, do we want to be in a position to be able to play like heel hook? So I think how we want to lead is footwork, backflip. Some block on turn 1. That's exactly what I wanted to be ready for. Neutralize, heel hook, acro. We totally could have choked our hand there, and we didn't. And that felt really good that I was able to get more value out of it. Now the question is, though, how do we set ourselves up to deal with statuses next turn? And it might be like Warcry and put expertise on top of the deck, and then hold the grand finales or something. We also have Flying Knee we could play this turn.
To say the
those are great.
unstated, as I understand it, your plan is on the entire first attack cycle to be intangible.
Yes. Yes. I'm sorry. I should back it up. I'm so focused on trying to make this win because it's so complex. We are going to at least intangible the big hit. We will probably intangible the multi-hit, but maybe not, because we do also have Lizard Tail to play around. And my goal is to play Grand Finale every... If I can play all 4 of them every turn, that's optimal. But at least we should be playing most of them every turn and a half. Otherwise, we will run out of rope.
Perfect.
And we have 2 free turns and Entropic Brew, so I'm hoping that that's enough. But it requires us trying to really maximize.
So, I guess the only other consideration is there ever a circumstance where you will take the enemy's first, 3x12 for 36, because the second cycle's attacks will be more lethal?
Yep.
Okay.
That's exactly the question. Because the multis are always also doing, it's like how much you're really saving. Because even with Wraith form, it's still doing a 1x15. I think this is the right line for us here, is to now play Flying Knee, Brutality, Well-Laid Plans, and hold 2 grand finales, because we do kind of want to maximize damage. Now I can hear it, because every time I draft grand finale on my stream, someone says, wow, is that card good? It seems really garbage to me. I can never play it. And so look upon my creation.
And despair.
And despair. So what we have to decide is if we want to play Acro first, hoping to get to burst, or we want to play prepared first, hoping to double Acro.
Is that always your plan?
We've also got all these backflips.
Yeah, exactly. You've got 3 energy and all those backflips.
Yeah. Oh, baby. I'm gonna burst prepared your way to friggin' Disney. I do. Yes, please. Disney, please.
Yeah, Cloak and Dagger. Just anything. Oh,
I know,
man.
but I'd like to be able to play some of this stuff. You know what I mean?
You could play the Piercing Whale, and then holds all of your potion.
I'm just gonna take this hit, I think, because I'm about to backflip and play grand finales on this turn.
Mm-hmm.
We're there, and I need that one last energy to do it. Plus, we're almost full blocking.
Burst!
Oh, dude, I forgot about burst. Actually,
Was burst upgraded?
I upgraded that card.
Oh.
I upgraded that card, and I forgot about the upgrade on that card. I did. That's pretty deleterious. What should I have done instead?
Would just be play burst
instead?
after something had already been played out on the field. So probably the prepare.
Play the one card and then burst the backflip or something like that. Good news is we're full blocking this turn, and we got to cut through a lot of the statuses. Bad news is now we have to either hold grand finale or, right? Which is not necessarily ideal. But we can draw really, 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 really fast. So this is okay.
So an average cycle for you is going to be 150, right? 3 grand finales we can usually expect.
Yes, I think that's pretty normal. I think I agree. I agree.
So that means you're 5 cycles from a win.
But we really can cycle pretty much every turn.
With the statuses, it's going to make it harder for him to... I say him like I'm not talking to you.
It's okay. No, I kind of like that you're commentating. He's got a tough time thanks to the statuses.
These statuses in the deck are going to prove a real problem for Teak, who's going to have to make his way through the deck multiple times with all this trash in there. And obviously, like it's a good target for discard, but man, he's going to deal with some hard hands blocking issues consistently. It's going to be a rough time on the old lad, but we've seen him in tougher scripts before, and we've seen him pull through, so we know he can do it. Oh, and here come out. Yeah, that's that you see it, right? First grand finale, second grand finale, maybe even throw in a neutralize just to laugh at him, frankly.
We take these. We take these.
Yeah, flying
and we can
up real well.
We okay. We okay. Ooh, what about this play? Cut through the artifact, second cycle. Don't play it now. That's a great way to lose. Doubling Piercing Wail on this turn is, if you're looking for a quick ticket to losing the run, that's about as quick as it gets. Ooh, some draw choking shenanigans.
It buffs the heart.
This kills the player.
There are a couple modded characters where I got to play around with the similar kind of concept of loading up on negatives and then removing the positive, or rather, you know, similar to Flex stuff. Loading up on positive and then removal at the end of the turn and then getting rid of that.
If we backflip right now, we draw 2, and then we acro and draw 1, and prepared and draw 1, and we got it.
Okay. You also could have draw choked with the acro first and then done the prepared.
Good call. My hand. It's full.
Of value?
My hand is full. Get him.
Oh my god.
Drawing through your whole deck in one turn when it's 25 cards, it's nice.
Do you
keep going?
Yeah, burst the prepared and then look for an acrobatics.
I think backflip first.
Do you? But if you do that,
so it's more likely to find.
Oh, okay. So mine is if you find a prepared with the burst prepared. Sorry, if you find a acrobatics with burst prepared and then burst and acrobatics, you have a lot more space in hand left over, and also it gives you the ability to possibly discard the tactician as you're reaching.
I like it because there's one tactician, but there's multiple acro.
Yeah.
Hey. Hey.
Hey. Like,
wait a minute.
Perfectly wrong. Well.
You do what you can do, you know?
Because you must.
You just do what you can do, because you must. Good news is we're drawing 6 cards, which means a single acro gets us the grand finales next turn. And we've got weakness online, and I'm going to Ghost in a Jar, and I've got Entropic Brew.
Ooh, nice.
And I've got an Ancient Pot. But we're just going to win instead. Why stop now instead victory? Okay. Sabaiba. Make space. Acro. Make haste. Grand Finale. Waste the enemy. Oh, I could have upgraded on the Grand Finales. Damn it.
Yeah,
That's actually...
sure.
We'll do it next cycle. They'll be back. They'll be back. Don't.
There's always
fret.
time.
There's always more time for love. Oh,
Nice.
hell yes. Don't stop.
Don't stop until they're dead, frankly.
Don't stop.
I'm just imagining what this deck, like what hell this deck would be to pilot if you had the trader bottle.
Do we still have Burst Live? So if I play Prepared right now... it draws 2 cards, which puts us on 5, which gets us beyond the point of no return. But we could maybe neutralize and hit the... We should just not instead.
Yeah. Neutralize Flying Knee and just let the burst lapse, because you've got the brutality up as well.
Yeah. Which means we don't get to hold all 4 grand finales. Which is hurtful. If we... Yeah, this is fine. We do have to hold this prepared. Play it. Then maybe get some upgrades. Maybe. Maybe. It depends on how we feel. We feel good.
Yep. You've got the potion set up for the Piercing Wail for the enemy to deal no damage this time.
Which I quite like. Because that also gets Piercing Wail out of the deck.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead and play Grand Finale first, because we're going to get a full forehand, I believe. We could expertise this.
Yeah, I think so. How are you going to get that for more than 3 with 2 acrobatics and a backflip in hand? I don't think you are, so...
This is the time. Causes us to take some damage, but we'll heal that.
If Trader Bottle is the worst thing that could be paired with this... It's not the worst. A thing that could be paired with this that would kind of gum up the works a little bit. I'm just thinking... If this had the sundial... Oh my god.
Oh my god, yeah. You're truly basic. This deck could achieve true like pseudo infinite with a little bit more energy generation. One or 2 more prepared and tactician, sundial, something like that. We're getting pretty close to just never stopping.
Yep.
That's a real potential outcome. Now, we have done something a little bit awkward, admittedly. Which is we're going to have to either use this prepared or some draw stopping in order to get this next hand just right. But either way, I'm holding all the grand finales.
Oh, it's so good.
It's going to be a really hard fight, he says, as he...
Just styles all over the heart.
as he goes damageless in the heart fight. Just be warned, it's going to be really tough. GG, Rhapsody.
GG, Teak.
How many grand finales did I play in that fight? I guess it was my only damage, right? So, enough.
So that means, what, 700? You played all of them except for
750.
750, sorry. All of them except for 2 you played unupgraded?
Yeah. So we can, if we assume the 50s, right, then we're talking 15 grand finale plays. That's pretty good. 15 grand finale play, and what turn was that? That was turn 7 or something, turn 6?
15
grand
grand finale
even faster
plays
too.
And 999 block doing full body slams.
And that was our first run.
I don't know what you want for the start of a season. If this is not what you want for the start of a season, I don't know what it possibly could be. Good
Did you already
Lord.
go into your art?
Oh no, I am now though. I just clicked it.
Nice. And then we'll do my art, and that's double art, which we did earn.
Beautiful heart.
So good. So nice. Art it up. I think my favorite is Watcher. I just like the purple.
Mm-hmm.
Ironclad has some purple flames in there too, actually.
Watcher also has like a really... So oftentimes when I play games and I see characters or bosses or levels that were introduced later on, you can see the kind of lessons that were learned in the previous characters in the design of the new one. And I think especially the empty set, the empty body, empty mind, the empty set, right, for the Watcher, is like a distillation of a lot of the core ideas that are in other cards for Ironclad and Defect and Silent Prior. And it just kind of like refined to a T. Like as soon as I saw those cards for the first time without their beta art, I just like had a moment where I was like, oh my god, wait, my heart's all aflutter. What's happening?
That's awesome. It's nice to have those moments with the game to where it's like it cuts through just the mechanical reality, right?
Mm-hmm.
GT. All alone. What a sweet experience. I feel very... My conviction has increased that this was something for us to do.
Oh yeah.
This is cool content, and it's friggin' hard, but it's nice to challenge yourself as a creator, you know? I mean, not to say that our job is ever easy, but sometimes we get into a zone and a rhythm, and we're playing our game. It's really cool when you get to start a new series that's like, wow, this is really tough, but it's cool and it's good and it's valuable.
Definitely agreed, right? There have been, you know, month periods in the channel's history where I was just doing just keeping afloat, you know, just treading
going
water
through the
a little
motions,
bit, right?
Playing the game, log on, play the game. Absolutely.
And I realized myself when I get near the end of that period, I start getting frustrated, and that frustration is
I feel that
part of me that's not being fed. Right, there's a novelty. And when I say novelty, I'm not talking about like gimmick, right? I'm saying new, right? There's a newness that is being missed, and sometimes I deal with that by starting a new game. But sometimes that doesn't even scratch the itch, right? Sometimes I'll start enough new games and nothing's really doing it. What I want to do is
You're not looking for that
engage
kind
with
of
it.
discovery novelty. You're looking for depth.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to engage with it in a different way. I want to bring a different part of myself to it. I want to see what is it that I can do uniquely here. That kind of thing, right?
Right.
And I feel like these kinds of formats, Spy with Friends, Ladder Streak, Take a Peek, I think all of them really, they're like a giant, like what's mega dosing vitamin C kind of situation, but for the fulfillment of novelty.
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably illegal. I know that. Whatever it is.
So I've definitely never done that. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's Spire, dude. But you have to go to New Zealand for it, though.
Of course, it's pure
no
uncut
mainland.
Spire with friends. Hey Teak, it's the first episode of a new season, so
it is.
I absolutely have to ask. I've been really into Astronarch recently.
Oh my gosh.
Just been really into it. I did only play that one run, haven't played any in my own time. A lot of games out there. Horizon Zero Dawn's really good as it turns out. But if I were looking to maybe passively consume some content of Astronarch whilst I was playing that Horizon Zero Dawn, and of course, you know, enjoy the aura of an affable kind of entertainer personality.
Right. Go on.
Specifically at the URL twitch.tv/sneakyteak. Would you happen to know anyone that fulfills all of those criteria?
I've been playing so much Astronarch, and it's like, in some senses, Astronarch is it's like my protection. It's like my shield from playing more Take a Peek games, because there have been a lot of good ones. Okay, that we've had very few misses in that series, and some games to where we've gotten to the end and we're like, we have to stop now. We don't get to just keep playing. Like recently with Legend of Keepers, right? And so I've been playing it a lot. This last week I've been trying to do, you know, some other core games too, because I went a week to where I basically only played Astronarch, and so I've started doing like Monster Train and then Astronarch, or getting some Risk of Rain 2 runs or something. But dude, so it has a corruption system, just like Slay the Spire's Ascension system, and we are on corruption 16, and we have been doing random runs the whole time. So all random teams, and been fairly successful with it. So that game is sick. That game is really, really good.
That shows to me kind of like, because we saw the characters in the Take a Peek episode. That shows to me like a breadth of mastery, specifically because it's not mastery of like an individual character. Like I know how really well to use Wild Mage, for example.
Yeah, you make the ability go off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right? It instead says that you can see the core mechanics at play and synthesize them into a winning strategy whilst doing so.
I'm still learning a lot. I'm still making mistakes all the time, and there's resources out there now too, like, you know, a compendium of what fights show up where, and I'm starting to get to that point to where I'm like, well, specifically this fight is bad for us, or specifically this event is important for us. And that's the point to where with Spire I started to feel good. When I really started to be able to think about the like second or third layer stuff, you know, think about, oh, I need to be prepared for this elite. Yeah, it's fun, man. The game is really fun. It's really good.
It is.
So check it out. I'm playing a bunch of it at twitch.tv/sneakyteak. And I'm playing Monster Train, and I'm playing Slay the Spire. Sometimes I even play with Rhapsody on stream.
It's
and
true.
Rhapsody also has a stream, which you can see at twitch.tv/rhapsodyplays. Rhapsody also has a Patreon where you can support this content and other things at patreon.com/pay me money. What is your...
Oh, that would be such a me thing to do as well.
Is there like a URL, a novelty URL? For your
There's
Patreon?
not a novelty URL. That one is patreon.com/rhapsodyplays. But as for like a novelty URL in that kind of realm, I remember my first online dating profile was back during OkCupid's time. And it had 16 maximum as the limit for the name, right? And so I tried to work out, okay, how can I work around this? And my username was username didn't.
That's awesome.
That was how people knew me for a while.
That's really good. That's funny, man. That's funny.
But it is very much the kind of thing I would do. But yeah, look, all those links that Teak had discussed prior are in the description down below. You can click them at your own will, leisure, pace, etc. For the moment, though, my name's been Rhapsody. His name's been sneakyteak. This has been The Spire with Friends Ladder Streak Season 6. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next week.